If someone forced me to go and play a disc golf tournament right now and only bring 5 discs, this is what I would probably bring for my bag. First would be my putting putter, the Pure, which I also throw. Second will be probably a Crystal Flex Zone, just for forehand and backhand approaches. Third, I think, would probably be Firebird, an overstable destroyer. And the fifth one would probably be a mid-range, probably the Pathfinder right now. But here's kind of the issue with that. If someone was to ask me what 5 discs should you use if you were to go play a 5-disc tournament, I'd probably say something along the lines of a Pure, a neutral putting putter. This one, Retro Orbit Trilogy Challenge. Feel confident throwing and putting with it instead of my actual putting putters for tournaments. 2 would not be an overstable approach disc. It would actually be a neutral mid-range. Basically a neutral disc in every category. The Pathfinder here. Third would be the CD1, a neutral 9-speed. And I would say either a neutral 9 or 7-speed. And I have the Strike here as well, but I feel like 9 is slightly better because it takes a little more forehand torque, so you can forehand it a little easier. And then instead of that overstable destroyer, this neutral destroyer, which is my slightly lighter weight 171 Star Destroyer. But today, I think we're gonna go only use 4 discs and see if we can shoot 10 down at West Fork Disc Golf Course. I'm excited to only throw these 4 discs because I just had a tournament this weekend and these neutral discs are so workable. And the total amount of times that I threw these discs this past weekend was maybe like 4 times total. And I think if I was more confident in throwing these 4 discs, I would have saved myself some strokes out on the course because I rely significantly right now on very overstable stuff, on just like force over lines or just straight hyzers. I can do hyzers with these, but the glide that they have and the neutral to understability allows you to easily shape shots with them that also make it a little bit easier on your arm because you're not having to like throw your body at anything. 295 up and to the left. We're gonna throw the Pathfinder on a hyzer. Nice glide. That will do, no putting required. I feel like sometimes playing in this style can get a bad rap. It's seen a little outdated because if you think of players who throw more flippy discs on like more touchy lines, a lot of the names that come to your head, if you're thinking about more of the pro scene, are kind of the MP40-ish players like the Kale LaVisca, Michael Johansson. But those guys have also stuck around, won a billion tournaments, and been able to continue to compete with the top level of the game now because they know their discs. You can be a little bit more consistent with your shots. One thing that I honestly didn't think too much about when bringing these 4 discs out is that it's been a pretty windy day today. But because you can just disc up and throw a little more hyzer, these all still work, and they're all like, not flippy discs, they're all neutral discs. But for this one, we have a headwind 365, and there's OB left with that sidewalk. It'll get a little flip up, but it'll also have a lot less finish, which is another great thing about these discs is their ground action can be a lot more predictable than overstable discs. Sit down. Oh, it just stayed in bounds. I'm gonna throw this Pathfinder to illustrate a point that I'll talk about in the next couple holes. Maybe go in. Oh, it's parked, let's go. Pure skill, baby. 2 through 2. I really love these discs. I just don't throw them in tournaments, and that's why I want to work with them a little bit more because they're so good and so easy to throw for me. I just don't trust them because I haven't put in the time. All right, I'm gonna try again on this hole to show the point that I just tried to illustrate there. Not a par 4, par 3, 397. Headwind, we're gonna pop this more neutral destroyer on a little bit of hyzer out there. Oh my gosh, dude, phase through the basket. This is the point. Here's the CD1. Bad point, Anthony. Good distance, bad point. Come on, past the basket. Didn't think that I'd injected the juice today. Thought that was a weekends only kind of thing. We injected the juice today, baby. Alrighty, hole 4, straight there, 378. I think it could be a flick. Since we got a slight tail, we're just gonna go with the destroyer on a little hyzy. The biggest thing with this one is since it's uphill, we have to give it a little more height and the grass will grab it and not let it skip down towards the basket. Sit down. Really good, really good. Let's see if I can illustrate my point now. CD1. Yes, I did it. I think, maybe, ish. Yes, I did. Big skip, who cares? This is the point. These 4 specific discs, the 12, 9, 5, and 3 speed, 2 speed, whatever, for me, they seem to have a kind of perfect correlation between the hyzer distance and the flat driven distance of going up or down one category. So for instance, in that 360 whatever foot hole where I almost threw the CD1 OB on the hyzer and then I pumped the Pathfinder at it flat and got right to the basket, both of these ones, the distance was right where I threw the hyzer with my destroyer and I pumped my CD1 flat at it. Shows a couple different ways to attack the hole. And if you're wanting to do something like this to better your game, go out there with these 4 categories of discs. It can be really helpful to throw one of them on the hyzer like this, because that's the easiest, most repeatable shot if you have a hyzer. Like the next hole, we're not gonna have hyzer. And then for the next shot, beam your slightly slower disc right at the basket. And that way you practice both landing the slightly more power, slower disc shot, because I am having to throw the CD1 and the Pathfinder harder than their faster counterparts, but you also get repeatable practice with the hyzer. Yeah, good catch. Thank you. Hole 5 is tough. I don't know if I can reach it. 452, up, kind of going over that basket on some turn towards those trees, and we're playing it into a headwind. Left to right. So it's more helpful than not since we need it to finish to the right, but we don't want it to go. There's some water, OB. Just catch some stability. Get out of it. Come on, come on, come on. That might be pin high. We're not throwing another disc, but that might have gotten there. It's a little inside, but I think a pretty good shot. I found it and I'm part happy, part sad. The part happy is that I'm past the basket. The part sad is it's down in that crap. Out of my hand, I knew there was too much angle on it, or not enough, I guess. That's disappointing. That's where you play discipline instead of worrying about shooting a perfect round. That's the hard part of having a channel, because it's like, it would be such a cool shot to get me throwing that in. And it's such a low percentage, and like, I'm not doing that in an event. I'm laying that up. And so like, do I give myself a par there? No, because I didn't get it. But also like, it's just a video, but I still want to play well. So what if sometime I get a real cool throw? Then I did it. Is even if they come down at the same angles as like a Firebird or something, it's gonna hit the ground with less venom and less skip than something more overstable typically. Sit. In. Nice shot, dude. Let's go. Still have yet to take a par. Hole 8, I think we're 6. Skip in. That's so good. That's inside. Sit down. I think that's OB in the water. I got so scared with that Pathfinder of turning it over that I got my lower body right and then just babied it with my upper body. Didn't give it any snap or follow through. Please be gettable in the water. Nice. Oh, water, cool me down. I don't want to keep throwing. Oh, we got her. Alright, let's toss easy. Skip. Oh, such a baby skip. That slipped. Oh, it was a tired forearm right there. I want to see about getting redemption with this Pathfinder. Like, actually commit, man. Like, come on. Look at that. That is such a beautiful flight with the Pathfinder. Seven. Only need 3 more. Gonna play greens on this one because I think there's an orange one somewhere. I've never seen it. Like, it'd just be a shorter hyzer. This one is a little longer. We'll play it. This is another great example. 205, like less than a putter hyzer, basically. So it shouldn't necessarily be a Pathfinder hyzer, but I think we're gonna play that after we park it with the Pure, which I think is the shot. Stay up. Oh, that was sick. Nice and easy with the Pathfinder. I've hit metal twice today so far in these 4 videos I filmed. Okay, so it looks like that's the orange basket, which is dumb. This is a much better position. Pathfinder parked. I will say I do appreciate a disc that hits off the band and stays close enough to make the putt. This next one we're gonna play the orange, and I've never played this position, but it also looks like a better position. 245, right up there. Could be a pure, but I think just, once again, we're going easy Pathfinder. The thing with this is to get it high, and a lot of times when I throw hyzers, I dip so low that I swing through so low instead of getting a good hyzer opening up the chest, but like leaving it, it's weird, like leaving it back but opening it up. I don't understand it. I need to think more about it, but that's kind of what I'm thinking about right now. Go in. Oh, great shot. Now I'll throw the pure at it. Ah, not an ace, but a great shot still. I think that's one of the main things is my consistency this year has just gone kind of through the roof. I think a lot of it is just how much I've been playing and knowing why I'm making mistakes. Whereas last year, my consistency got better and better. I've heard it said that the jump between 950 and 1000 rated is the hardest jump. And it is not easy to get up to 950 rated by any means. But I've heard that in the 900s, going from 9 to 950 is a couple of times easier than going 950 to 1000, just because of the consistency that you need to have at so many courses. And I don't know exactly what it is. I just would guess that I've been throwing so many shots on so many different courses, and even with a bunch of different discs, that I've built a pretty repeatable form and pattern. Even if it's not perfect and there are things to tweak, I think that's just been immensely helpful right now. Also, I did not park it. Yes, I did. Couldn't see it because I went just behind. 255, straight ahead, headwind. Basket pretty precarious on a hill. I'm thinking we go pure on a slight hyzer at it because of how much it just continues to flip up. We want it to land on the ground the same way that the ground is. Drop in the basket. Drop, keep dropping. See, it landed. I threw that a little high. So one of the things I want to practice here is the Pathfinder actually on a flex line, but really down tempo, super down tempo. Just like that. That was sick. Man, I'm slipping all over the place here. Really got to commit to these ones that are on the slopes. God, these mosquitoes are eating me alive. Was committed. Getting a little farther away from our 10 down here. Was a little high. I'd rather be high than low. Not on that hole, but in general. So the round has slowed down a little bit as I've been waiting on someone, and this is really the time where I need to just focus up. I like these more neutral discs because they give you a little bit more glide, a little more pop. I don't have to throw something as overstable. It's only 330 down there. I think we're just gonna pop a little hyzer with the CD1. Leave it out left, let it flip up a bit, crash down by the basket. Just like that. Wow. That's so nice. Pretty decent. There's a reason I'm really liking the CD1 right now. I should probably get a backup. I don't have any backups of it. Hole 16 is 404 feet straight ahead of us there. I think I'm gonna go a little less hyzer than I have been with these destroyer shots. I'm not exactly sure what the wind is doing out there, but there is a backstop, so I'm not super worried about going too long. That's so low. No, it's fine. Well, it was low, but it's still fine. Pin high. I think there's probably a tailwind right to left out there because it didn't flip at all. So if we can make this putt and go 4 for 4 to finish it. Oh! Yeah. All right, par 4, 760-ish, 740. Snaking up the hill, there's a Mando. Tailwind makes me kind of want to throw a forehand, but I think we're gonna just go big backhand with the destroyer and follow the CD1. Not a 4-rip, but I got plenty. Yeah, if it gets stable, that's a smash. Similar. You wanna play it with me? So speeds mean something, because this is shorter. All right, honestly, this might just be a hyzer with the CD1, but to keep it safe, we probably will play it with the Destroyer. No, it's so short. I think we're gonna go CD1. Oh, that's so inside, man. It's a look. Oh, that wanted to sneak out on me. It was right side, but man, I was teetering. All right, last hole, 360, right down there. We do have a tailwind, and we're at 10, so then I'm gonna throw my pier, because why not? Catch some stability. Swing, swing. Oh, I'm pin high just in the grass. Nice. Well, looks like you only need 4 discs to shoot a good round. 11 with 2 bogeys is pretty solid, I would say. It's nice to play with my discs. We're gonna do more videos like this because it's helpful for me, and it's also fun to like shoot good rounds. And it's a lot easier to do that with this than I know how they're gonna fly. Thanks for watching. If you wanna check out some other videos I've been filming, I have no idea what order these are coming out, but I filmed 4 today. One of them is gonna be there, and it was really good. So you should watch it, and I appreciate you. Okay, love you, bye.